All right, Dad Random, you can tell that I like this and it's definitely worth your time. So check it out, Ameta S20, okay, Lite. All right, check it out, Dad Random. Bye. All right, Dad Random here, and I've got the Ameta S20 Lite. I like to do one of these every so often. I mean, these people do provide me with these products, but I really want to make sure that when I do talk about it, that you get what I would consider to be accurate. I'm not going to call it like non-biased because I'm very biased, but so far so good with this little thing. This thing is a very inexpensive drone, and there's a test that I give them. And it's not a flying test, it's a setup test. And for the inexpensive toy grade drones that I've done reviews on, this one was really good. I'm talking everything is visual. There's nothing hidden. There's no secret procedures. And you really can just get it out of the box, put the app together, set it up in whatever mode you want to set it up and fly it. It's that easy. So I was very impressed with that. I'm like, is that it? Is that all I got to do? And that's really what basically happened. So let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and open up the Ameta S20 Lite Beginner. These guys aren't pretending that it's not something that it isn't. I did connect my phone to the app. And I did connect my phone to the controller, and the controller, you just got to be careful with the controller. I am going to put my phone in the controller with this one. This is Wi-Fi. There's no OTG cable. That's the cable that connects your phone to the controller. But everything really went smooth. I thought that the steps were very clear. So I'm very impressed. I was like, wow, that's it? I'm ready to fly this thing already. I didn't have to go and read the manual or nothing. This thing really walked you through everything. So about 200, this is altitude hold, 200 meter transmission. So it's Wi-Fi, which there's Wi-Fi around here, so we'll have to be careful with that. And yeah, I would agree, it's easy to use. Now, this is a 4K image drone, but it's a 2.7K video. So the video coming out of it's 30 frames, 2.7K. This is a 4K image. So the video is probably cropped in. Usually there's some kind of image stabilization that goes on. I don't know. It doesn't say EIS, so I'm not going to pretend that it's got EIS because I don't believe it does. But a lot of them crop the image down. Anyway, let's open it up. Beginners. So if you're a beginner and you've got this drone, I would say it's all about finding the best deal. And this, like I said, I'm impressed with just the setup. I'm going to use a pretty good sized phone, to fly this thing today. So, all right. So it does come with a case. I do have a setup that's at the end of the video, the unboxing and everything, so you can see it. But it's pretty much everything I'm going to show you. You've got the cables, you've got the startup. But everything is really on the app. So I'm not even going to open up the booklet. That's how nice it is. I really was impressed with that. All right, so let's get the drone out and get the controller ready to go. Now, one negative I didn't really like was that the controller doesn't have its own batteries. You have to put in three AAA batteries, so it takes 3 AAA batteries. Other than that, I'm not going to get in much on its case because I really do think that the simplicity of it makes it a really good beginner option. So there it is. I do have an SD card, which is good. So if you want to take photos, 4K photos, we'll do that. I think that if it's going to have strength, that might be where the strength lies. So I have the battery that I did my testing this morning with. I'm going to start with that one. We'll fly 2 batteries. So the first one will just be just a quick get to know you flight, and then I'll do a quick switch over, and then we'll do that. But getting it ready to go is as simple as putting in, assembling and installing. That's the word I'm looking for. The Ameta app. So here, I'm going to go ahead and record my screen. I probably should do that. Let's go to a screen record here, so you can see what I'm up to. All right, so in my drones, I've got the Ameta app. The Ameta app is very simple, and that's, like I said, that's the genius of it. And I think a lot of companies get a little bit crazy about their apps, but it does fit in there. Just be very careful. This is a max size phone. It does fit the max, and it does. You can see by the side there. You see that how it does fit with the screen protector. A lot of these don't let you put the screen protector or leave that on. So, but that's the beginning image right there. All right, you guys got a chance to see that. I'm going to go ahead and hold the button down. Just long press the controller. It's looking for the drone. I like that the button of the drone is on the top, so go ahead and do that. So it's going to ask me, hey, do you want to, let's see, connection. Let's see if it's already ready to go. Let's see, there's the drone right there. Let's click on it and go to connection. Searching for, okay, so it's searching for devices. So I'm going to set the box down, and we're going to use that as our takeoff point. And the next thing it asks you is it gives you a prompt for the Wi-Fi, and then asks you to join. I like that it's very simple. Big buttons, you know, it tells you you're in the right spot. And that's, to me, that's like it's worth its weight in gold. Every drone that I fly is brand new. So, all right, and there it is. The image is already ready to go. So I went into the, let me just go into the, I'm gonna go ahead and set the drone down because we're gonna fly this thing in just a second. But the first thing I did was I went in and then I set all the flight parameters. You got beginner mode, you got altitude. So I put it into max altitude, things that I need to have on. I set it to Imperial. So there it is. There's 2K 330 frames. That is the video resolution, photo resolution 4K. And then the FPV it sends you back is 720p, okay? I thought everything just worked really well, okay? And it's ready to fly right now. So, and all the buttons on the controller, I like that they're just simple. There's no fancy button. I got a slide switch for a speed controller. There's your two beeps there. And then you got the one button to take off. So I'm just gonna hold that down right there. And it's quiet, it took off. It has a very nice hum. Let's see if I can bring it back here. Well, there's up and down here. So Ameta has really gotten the here we get the camera here and get it close to it. But Ameta has really done a really good job at doing the simple things, the important things for a new flyer. So, and yeah, it's got a nice quiet hum, and these mini drones, they're light, have really nice flight characteristics. It wants to hang out with me, but yeah, I am very happy with that. I think that is a huge plus. Now, if you bought this drone to be a photography wizard, it's probably not the drone for you. This is about learning to fly. So I'm going to keep it in speed 2. Actually, let's put it in speed 1 to start. And we're just going to take it out and fly a little FPV. Now, this is a 1S drone. And we're going to take it back. We're going to fly it back to us. It's 1S, so it doesn't have a lot of punch. You got to be very careful. Now the controller, I'm flying with a big hand, small controller. There you go. But very smooth, very smooth. Nice handling characteristics. Let's just put it in a circle. Let's keep it close by. This is how a kid will fly it, right? It's got some blue eyes. I think that's cute. Oh, a little drifting there, little drifting. This thing is definitely going to be susceptible to wind, so you got to be very careful with the wind. So, very nice. Guys, I very seldomly get a drone like this where I can't just like say legitimately there. So the wind's coming from here and you can see it's blowing that way. But this is just very nice. So I'm gonna put it into speed 2. Now with speed 2, you're gonna get a lot more control. There, we gotta be careful because it's got barometer. So there we go, speed 2. Wow, I think the speed 2 is nice on this. I'm gonna take it out and then I'll bring it back here a little bit. Let's not get it lost the first day. So I'm gonna take it over there, around that tree. Oh boy, and then I'll bring it back. It's dealing with the wind just fine. FPV characteristics are very nice. I'm not using the screen, guys. I am completely flying. Ooh, don't hit that pole. Don't hit that pole. Okay. So there we go. Let's turn it inside that pole. There we go. Bring it back. So yeah, the wind is having its way with this, and that's, guys, it's sub 250. So there's a little FPV flight right there, and you're supposed to get 15 minutes of flight time out of this. So 15 minutes. So right there, you can see that it's doing a really nice job. All right, let's see how much, I don't know how much battery I've got. All right, it's saying, yeah, there's a battery indicator on there. We're gonna trust it. I'm gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna use the record functions right here. I'm not gonna take it up very high. So now I do have a card in there and it is recording video. All right, so we're gonna take it up and get some video of the area and then maybe play around with the camera. A little bit, like I said, it's shaking. Guys, it's very small and it does not have a gimbal to stabilize it. Okay, so I'm gonna go, there we go. Okay, so there's the increment. Now the screen is to the highest point, and it's drifting a little bit there. Little drift going on. It is going, I don't know where it's going. I'm trying to get it to hold its spot, but it probably needs a calibration there. Video looks good though. I'm gonna turn it. It's wind, guys. It's going with the wind. There's no question that. All right, I'm gonna bring it back. So yeah, if it was a windy day, this flyaway, be careful, okay? But as far as, guys, as far as the drone's overall ability to fly and record video, great line of sight flyer. It is really nice. So Ameta, good job. I mean, I am not struggling to fly this at all. You just got to be careful. You just have to be a careful flyer, a careful pilot. Now, let's turn it back home here. And like I said, it's gonna go with the wind. And then I'm going to take it down below the tree there. You can see that. Okay, yeah, very careful, guys, in the wind. You just got to be very careful. I would say new pilots stay in one and stay out of the wind, okay? So let's go ahead. So it's taking video. That's pretty decent video. I waited a while to get this review in, and I think the aircraft is stable enough. I mean, it's a teeny bit of shake, but guys, this is a toy, and I'm very impressed. This kind of reminds me, remember when I flew the Potensic Atom, and I've been flying for quite a bit, and it's just really easy to fly. I don't know if I'm just in the middle of a drone adrenaline, but it says I got plenty of battery. Okay, we're gonna put it back into that mode. Okay, it does have some stunt modes. Let's push this button here. Okay, so that's the circle fly button. What is that? That is weird. Watch this, watch this. I'm gonna get it down here. Okay, guys, make sure if you're gonna, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh boy, it is. I pushed, there's a button that is like a circle fly button. And It kind of takes it in a, watch this, there, it kind of takes it in a reverse circle. It kind of puts it into a weird spin. I don't know if I like that. All right. Okay, we're recording all this stuff. Let's see what this does. Hold on here, I got one more button. I want it to just stop, stabilize here. Oh boy, it's all right. There we go, it's finally stabilized. Wow, I don't know if I like that loss of control there. Okay, it does have a flip button, so I'm gonna take it out and see what it does. It's probably too light, too low. Yeah, I think it has a flip button and it might be too low to do it. Yeah, I have no idea what that button does. So, all right. All right, I'm gonna take it in and I'm gonna land. So, okay, one thing we need to know right away. The way it drifts and all that, this is not a GPS drone. I didn't even look for that. I assume that every one of these really small drones is GPS. No GPS. But no GPS, but easy to fly. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Here, let me go ahead and turn the camera off, or the. There we go. That was good. All the connections are good. A lot of times with these inexpensive drones, what happens is you get a delay a lot of times with taking photographs and shooting video, and I'm not getting that with this one. And the battery meter is actually pretty accurate. It's saying I got half a battery, and I flew it a pretty long time, so very impressed. So probably because of the nature of the battery being 1S, it just has a lot of capacity, but it doesn't have a lot of power, so you got to be very careful. Okay. One thing is, this is a nice little drone. This is definitely a nice toy quadcopter. I think for the money, if you get this thing under $100, you're getting a pretty good deal. I think that it would be nice if it did have, turn that off. It would be nice if it did have GPS. I think GPS is a good safety function. I think drones that can fly as high as this one can fly will get lost way too easy without GPS. But I think Ameta was trying to keep their costs down with this. Image-wise, I think I think we got all the image information off. I think we got enough image examples for you to see what the images look like in 4K. From the controller in 720p, it looked pretty good. But I'm not going to beat up on this because it's a great option. I really think the flying characteristics, if I give it a level of competency, I would say with the optical sensor engaged, it's freaking like an 8 or a 9. But when it gets out of the realm of optics and it starts to float, any wind at all will take this drone a long ways away. So you got to be very careful of that. Other than that, I think it's packaged well. I like that it's sub 250. It will fly away, guys. If you're not keeping close eye on it, make sure that you have this sucker completely in your visual line of sight at all times. So there's absolutely no way I would fly this thing outside of, even in trees, because you'll never see it again. So that being said, yeah, I think Ameta did a great job. I think the toy drone market is getting better. I think this one is definitely worth your checking out. There's a lot of drones, price-wise. This one is, packaged nicely. I think for a first-timer, this is a great drone to fly around the yard, fly around a park like this. I wouldn't take a drone like this anywhere other than a park. A park with no people in it. But I don't think I bothered anybody. There was some people out there walking their dog, and it seemed to not really make the dog excited. I think maybe the dog was just, you know, I look at that as what's the factor of you know, making myself, you know, putting myself out there when I'm in a situation where there's a lot of people. This is going to be very quiet, which is very good. I was nipped by the props. Nope, nothing on my hands. It just doesn't have the power. But those batteries were really working well. I think the battery consumption is very impressive too. I think so. As far as its optical sensor, it's really nice. Battery consumption, I mean, I didn't even use one battery up. When I did get outside of its flying radius, it really told me. I would rather it basically have more GPS. Like I said, I think GPS is almost something that we need to have as a safety function. But with this one, you just don't have it. So you're gonna have to fly. Like I said, you pick an area. I would keep it low. I would not put this very high in the air. You can go, you know, to the legal limit of 399 feet, but you'll never see this again if you get it up that high. But if you keep this within your skill range, even if you're an experienced pilot would go, okay, the loss of control is at a much lower altitude, and I have to worry about any wind gusts. So just things like that, you have to take those in consideration. Other than that, it was fun. I think it was great. I love drones that when you put them up in the air, they just hum and they hang there and they behave. And that's really what this one did. So, right, Dad Random. And the Ameta S20 Lite, hey, not bad at all. Like I said, I would give this to somebody I knew and said, hey, you know, this is a good flyer. Learn to fly. Try this one out. I said everything. Connectivity was great. Setup was easy. All that stuff that when you're getting a drone ready to fly, I really had zero problems. I didn't even take the paper out of the box. So, winner right there. That's a winner right there. You add a GPS to the next level. I'm sure they have one that has GPS. It's just that much. It's going to be better. So, all right, Dad Random. You can tell that I like this, and it's definitely worth your time. So check it out. Ameta S20, okay, Lite. All right, check it out. Dad Random.